CBS presents this program in color.
How many times have you ever walked down the street and you've seen a homeless person begging for money or holding a sign that says, "We'll work for food"?
I was one that said, those lazy bums ought to get a job. You know, they're nothing but drunks and alcoholics and drug addicts, and they ought to get to work.
This is a story of a man who couldn't pass another homeless person by without feeling like he was doing something to help them.
Reasons and rhymes and seasons and time.
And they auditioned for him, and the next thing you know, some of these people are in a professional studio, and now they're on a record.
From CBS News, America Tonight.
How often have you walked down the sidewalk and passed someone begging for money, or driven by a house built from cardboard boxes? Chances are, like many people, you just kept going. Well, you're about to meet a man who didn't just keep going, but stopped and listened. And what he heard was music.
Okay, we're gonna take it from the top?
Yes.
Okay, rock and roll.
Life would be easy, it's plain to me, but that's your world. That's your world.
Have you ever walked through Washington, D.C., New York, San Francisco, and you see these guys standing in doorways, obviously homeless? If they still have a guitar, the case is open, and they're singing for their supper? Well, I'd seen that, so I knew that there might be talent out there.
At her feet I lay my sorrow, glad to lose control. Served up comes the music.
In the music business, you look for a certain something, you know, a certain flair, and maybe a rehearsed, professional kind of presentation.
I'm Rex.
When San Diego record producer Rex Nielsen scouts for talent,
Hi, you're a writer?
you won't believe where he finds it.
How long have you been on the streets?
About 2.5 years.
They have instruments, guitars. We're trying to make music that will teach the American people and the public the value of the people that are homeless. If you know anybody that's a singer or a writer, bring them along, okay? All right. I let them know that I'm not interested in getting anything, just talking with them.
Whenever he can, this former car dealer is on the streets looking for people who don't have homes but have plenty of talent.
He usually sits right there.
If the musicians are good enough, they may become part of an ambitious project Nielsen calls Voice of the Homeless. He wants nothing less than to take homeless people and make recording artists out of them. Why homeless people?
I think they're the underdog. I was one that said, those lazy bums ought to get a job. You know, they're nothing but drunks and alcoholics and drug addicts, and they ought to get to work.
That's what a lot of people say about homeless people.
I was one of them. I was one of them, and many still do. Would you take a job if somebody gave it to you?
Yeah.
I've been real close to the streets myself. Is somebody sleeping there? I didn't see him. Yeah, I was 35 years old and living with my mother. Broke. Without a car, you know. Life circumstances that brought me to that situation. Made some major changes in my life, and
What changes did you make in your life?
stopped drinking and using drugs. Are you our singers?
Rex Nielsen is trying to change people's perceptions about the homeless.
Your body's close to mine. I get it all, 'cause I'm stone in love with you.
And he's doing it, one voice at a time.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3.
God will take care of you.
A cattle call is a cattle call is a cattle call, and it's in, and you wait for 6 hours, you do 3 seconds, and you're out. And I can't do that with these people.
Diggy, tell me what's up. So it's cold and lonely, breezy afternoon.
Is that on the streets?
Yeah, well, I'm right here in this park, because I take care of the cats around here.
I'm trying to get it done, but you know, this guy's been on the street. Last night he might have been trying to stay warm and shivering like that, and right now he's got his chance in the sun, and I want to give him more than 3 seconds.
Yes.
I lost everything.
Well, I was being stalked by my son's father.
I don't know nothing but how to survive on the streets.
I'm a acute manic depressive.
Nielsen and his staff of producers listen to everyone who braves the audition.
And won't you, man and woman, somebody find that man's voice and bring it back in a bucket.
Some who answer the call probably shouldn't.
Look, a new day has begun.
Spinning pictures of a love that's right and true.
Others who come are unforgettable.
Every day, whoa, 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 a whole new world, a new fantastic point of view.
So there's reasons and rhymes and seasons and times, and there's courage and fear. And there's love. But thank God for love.
A few weeks after the auditions, we went back to find out what had happened to some of the singers.
But thank God for love.
That's Malcolm. Yeah. Malcolm could be a star, but, you know...
Does it make you sad to see that kind of talent and know it's not going to be on the record?
Tears my heart out. Charlie's got a great tune there, but he's got a pretty serious problem with heroin. His whole life is gone. He's a slave to a needle.
A whole new world.
Leona, she's a special little girl.
Fantastic point.
Yeah, I mean, you know, what kind of shot's this kid gonna have? She hasn't got a mom. She's full of bravery. You did it. And you know, that girl in 10 years, somebody's going to be stepping over her, saying, "You lazy bum, why don't you get a job?"
Rex Nielsen has a special place in his heart for the less fortunate. 2 years ago, the death of a close friend forced him to confront his own mortality and led him to take $100,000 of his own dollars and trade the car business for show business.
His little shaker. I think when I thought I could really come up with good music was in the studio. I was moving in the chair. That was probably when I thought I had something commercially valuable.
Wow! Oh my God.
The first fruit of his labor is Volume 1 of Voice of the Homeless, now appearing at a record store near you.
Look, we're right next to Bon Jovi and David Bowie.
The fact that it was a homeless project just intrigued me.
Paul Verna reviewed the record for Billboard magazine. What did you think about this album when you first heard it?
I thought it was an album that stood up to anything that's out there in the marketplace. There's a couple of songs on the album that I could easily hear on pop radio.
Which ones?
They Don't Make Love Like They Used to.
But they don't make love like they used to. They don't make it like that anymore.
The singer of that song, 30-year-old Crystal Goff, ran away from an abusive husband last year after she says he tried to kill her and her unborn child.
It was horrible. The beating and the hitting and the yelling, it was horrible. I thought, this is going to be it. I'm going to die.
Did you go back to him?
No. I was on the street from that point on, so.
Where did you sleep?
Bushes, behind houses, old shacks.
Crystal found her way to a battered women's shelter, and that's where Rex Nielsen found her.
I thought it was just a scam, but since I've gotten on the album, I've had such self-esteem that I've been able to find my own apartment.
While not everyone has found homes, they do receive royalties, and each singer has discovered something they say is perhaps just as important.
Mentally, it's uplifting to a point that you wouldn't believe.
I walk up to people and people ask me to pray for them. Me, you know, the guy that used to go to jail and be picked up for loitering and, you know, eating out of, you know, dumpsters. Positive mental attitude, folks.
Rex Nielsen hopes that by hearing the voice of the homeless, others will feel compelled to do their part
It doesn't take $100,000 to go feel good. You can do it for just a little bit of time. You don't have to get as crazy as I've gotten. You know, I would recommend against it maybe, but then again, I like to feel good a lot.
I had a job, a home, a family, but look at here, what happened to me? It's your world. It's your world, ladies and gentlemen, it's your world.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Reginald Bird.